Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Psychically Speaking. If you're a regular listener, thank you for being such an important part of this journey with me. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way here. This is the podcast where intuition meets real life truth with just the right dash of sass. I'm your host, Lisa Ann. Together, we'll explore, learn, and grow through meaningful moments and fresh perspectives. Today's episode is all about how we can shine our light even in turbulent times. Because let's face it, life isn't always smooth sailing, and sometimes we find ourselves thrown into situations that leave us rattled, drained, or quite honestly, questioning humanity altogether. But there's always another way, a way to reset our energy and choose to make a difference. Last week, I had a very personal and unsettling experience in my own business. A person came in full of heated opinions, pushing their views in a way that left absolutely no room for conversation. No matter how many times I tried to redirect the energy and the conversation to a place of peace and healing, they just refused to stop. In the end, after over a half hour of trying to redirect the focus, I had to do something I've honestly never had to do before, and I asked them to leave. Now, let me just tell you, that really shook me. It wasn't about the disagreement. I've always said that we don't need to agree, but we do need to respect each other. What really left me disturbed was the lack of listening, the lack of respect, and the complete disregard for shared space. After the incident, I couldn't help but think that if I'm feeling this way, I bet other people are too. So I stopped what I was doing in that moment and I made a video about the experience and posted it to my Facebook page. Honestly, my goal was just to capture the raw emotion of shock and disgust I had for what had just happened. I really wanted to let others know that they weren't the only ones feeling like this. And if I have to be honest, I wanted to let people know what will and will not be tolerated in my place of business. My beautiful wellness center, my home that I have created and shared for over 3 decades. I have always welcomed everyone, and I have always viewed my job very simply. It's just to help you to live your best life. I don't have to agree with every single belief you have. Why? Because I respect everyone's right to live their life that way. It seems simple enough, doesn't it? A funny thing happened after I posted the video. I had people from all walks of life, all different beliefs, reaching out to me. Many were thanking me for sharing what happened and sharing their feelings about it as well. And a lot of people let me know that they were feeling the exact same way that I did. So many people were sharing how they were feeling so overwhelmed with everything going on in the world right now. And let's face it, we're living in turbulent times. Between political climate, tragedies we see on the news, the stress of everyday life, it's very easy to feel overwhelmed, helpless, and even hopeless. Email after email, call after call, the comments were all the same. People sharing with me how sad they felt, how overwhelmed, how helpless, and they just didn't know what to do. Now, the day that this all happened was 9/11, which is a very difficult day for a lot of us, especially those of us who are originally from New York. I thought about it, and I felt like I needed to do something more. So I stopped once again what I was doing, and I decided to throw together a quick free Zoom class that night that I called Be the Light. And it was interesting because after the class, I had several people reaching out to me the days that followed. They had missed the class and they were asking if I would be doing it again. So I decided to throw the class together one more time and do it that Sunday. During the Be the Light session on Sunday, I shared a list of 10 simple but powerful ways that people could reset their energy and actually make a difference, especially when the world feels so heavy. Because I truly believe that small actions ripple outwards. And that when we choose light over fear, compassion over judgment, we not only change ourselves, but we change the energy of those around us. The last several days, I've had many people request that I share the list in a podcast. So here we are. Now, I want you to remember, we can't control what other people do, but we can control how we choose to show up. When we're feeling helpless and hopeless, we can always find ways to reset our energy. So here is Be the Light, the 10 ways to reset your energy and make a difference. 1. Light a candle or offer a prayer. Dedicate it to someone who's hurting or to the world at large. I also want to challenge people to light a candle or offer a prayer for those people who you disagree with, or maybe those people that share a different opinion or look at things from different eyes. 2, reach out to one person. Call, text, or check in with a friend, a family member, or a neighbor. 3, practice gratitude. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for today. It may be something as simple as the sky is blue and the sun is shining today. 4, and I love this one, perform a random act of kindness. Hold the door open for someone. Pay for someone's coffee. Leave a kind note. I was sharing how on my days off when I'm running errands, I always love to let people cut in front of me. I just love seeing the expression on their face when you just tell them, go ahead, I'm not in a hurry. 5, send healing energy or meditation. Just spending 5 minutes visualizing light and peace spreading across the world or surrounding a loved one or someone that you know needs healing can make such a difference in the way that you're feeling. 6, limit media intake. Give yourself permission to take a break from the constant stream of negativity. 7, volunteer or donate. Support a local cause, a food pantry, a charity, even if it's in a small way. 8, ground yourself in nature. Take a minute to step outside, breathe deeply, notice the skies, the trees, the flowers, the birds, the butterflies. 9, create something. Write, paint, sing, cook. All of these things will help you to transform those heavy emotions into something healing. 10, if you are going to be online, share the light. Post an encouraging message, a prayer, a story of hope, or maybe a funny story, something that happened to you. I know these sound really simple, but together they create a powerful shift. And when we show up this way, we're not just helping ourselves, but we're radiating light that others can feel too. So the next time you feel shaken, overwhelmed, or weighted down by the heaviness around you, come back to this list. Choose even one of these actions and notice how your energy begins to shift. Because remember, we don't need to wait for the world to change. We can start by being the light ourselves. Even in turbulent times, you have the power to reset your energy, to choose compassion, and to make a difference. We may not all agree, but we can always respect and we can always choose to shine. So here's my challenge for you this week. Pick just one of these 10 ways and practice it every day for the next week. And notice how your energy shifts, and then notice how the people around you respond. And remember, sometimes the smallest light can create the biggest ripple. Thank you for joining me today on Psychically Speaking. If you love this episode, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. And remember to join me for my free weekly Psychically Speaking Live held via Zoom. For more information, visit spiritquestnc.com. Until next time, keep listening to your intuition, keep speaking your truth, and most of all, keep being the light.